Get these beautiful strawberries in here. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. So we are going to be doing freeze drying. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're going to do the shelf temperature. We're going to bring that to a minus 20. Oh, no, I didn't hit minus. So minus 20. There we go. Enter. Alright. Everything's freezing time exceeds 12. Final dry time's at 7 hours. Okay. I like that. And we're officially freezing. I'll see you in about 22 hours. Those are absolutely beautiful. Look at the color on those. Stunning. Alright guys, so this is what we got. I had, I think I said 6 pounds before. It's I had 4 quarts is what I wound up with. The big 2 quart. It's a square plastic container that, you know, it's hard. When you think of a quart like me, you're going, but it was 32 ounces, so we're looking at 4 pounds of strawberries. It was a heck of a deal. Wound up with about 3, close to a quarter quarts, but they don't weigh anything. But the beautiful thing about them is oh my word, these are just, it's unreal. Look at that. Look at the color on that. And it's freeze dried. Oh, it's like you just get punched in the face with strawberry. It's so concentrated. They melt in your mouth immediately. These are all vacuum packed. This is the one he'll enjoy. The nice thing about this is the kids will start going nuts on these things. But you see a slice like this one here. I got 6 slices out of a strawberry. So if they have 12 chips, they literally had 2 strawberries. No sugar added at all. You have your natural sugars, but no sugar, no nothing. They think they're having candy, and you're really getting them to have a couple of servings of fruit. You can put these in the little bags, send them off to their lunches. I mean, you want to talk about something that the other kids will be trying to trade for these, because, I mean, these are phenomenal. And a lot of people do these, will buy them as a novelty. They'll get one of these packs and it'll be like $5.50, $6. They don't seem affordable then. But when you realize, I mean, the machines are not cheap, okay? Let me say it to you like that. The machines aren't cheap. I know they're not cheap. You have to be able to be a saver. If you're a saver, I'm incredible at saving. If you can take something and let's say you love going to Dunkin' Donuts in the morning. Every day on the way to work, I go to Dunkin' Donuts. I get a little bagel and I get a coffee. It's like $9.50. Right there is where it's at. If you can sacrifice that, what do I mean? Buy a pack of Lender bagels when you go to the store. Make your coffee at home. Get a tumbler. Take it with you. If you can do that right there, you can put $10 a day aside. 1 week, that's $50. Okay? 10 weeks, that's $500. All right? So you're talking about, if you do this within a matter of less than a year, you'll have the money set aside. And that way you didn't have to take on a credit card expense or any of that. You made the sacrifice so that you could do this. And this, once you have one of these, it pays for itself like that. I mean, I'm not kidding. There's so many things. I got this sitting out here. You run across stuff like this all the time. They want $2.56 for the big old. This is almost 2 pounds of fresh green beans. But they've reached that date. I got them just the other day. They've reached that date. These are going in next, where I'll just take and buy 8 of these because of the price, and then I'll blanch them in boiling salt water so they get a little saltiness to them, and then I'll freeze dry them, and then these become a snack. But also on that same note, if I want to have them for that night for dinner, I just reconstitute them. It's amazing. These can be reconstituted, and one of the cool things about these strawberries, or some of the cool things about it you can do, is you can take these strawberries. Now these are as long as there's no air getting into them, these are actually vacuumed. This one is not, because this is the munch one. I've had probably 12 chips off already. But these are shelf stable for up to 25 years. So whenever you get the deal, now there's big bags that you can put things in. You have the small bag for like putting the kids' lunches, and you got a bag like this. Then you've got half-gallon bags and 1-gallon bags. But you get one of those half-gallon bags there. It'll hold one of these bad boys, probably 2 of them, in there, and you can put those away. Now, once you put an oxygen absorber in those are good for 25 years. You can actually, kids can go to college, come back, and you can feed them strawberries you picked with them. That's not a joke, okay? Your storage methods are what denote it. I mean, putting them into one of these bags, you have an oxygen absorber, all right? They have a snap seal on them, so you can actually reseal this top again after you put the oxygen absorber in there, and it literally can be put away for 25 years. But the cool thing, like I was saying, was you can grab that in a year, 2 years, whenever you find those deals, put it away. Get one of those, the big totes, just set it in there. Stack them all in there, put a small piece of cardboard on top, and do your second row. And put them away. Put them away. That way you've got stuff, and say dead of winter, it's January, like here in Maine, it's January 18th or 20th or, 26th or whatever, and you just have a hankering for something spring. I'm tired. I need a break. I want something fresh and kind of spring-like. You can make jam out of these. You can turn around and make fresh strawberry shortcake out of these. You can do so many different things. I take a little mister. Right? I think of the spray bottles. Just make sure you denote this is the spray bottle for your water. And then I'll take some of these, put them on a little plate, and I'll just mist them. Rather than a lot of people pour water and let them sit on them and reconstitute. Something like this, I'll mist it. All right? Then I'll turn them over and I'll mist it again, waiting for them to come back to where they were. Now, you slice a fresh strawberry and you have that, and then you reconstitute one of these. There's a little difference. There's a tiny bit of a difference there. It's not exactly the same. All right? It looks the same, but it's got a little softer texture to it, all right? Now, you also, did these almost a year ago. When's the last time you had a strawberry that was a year old that wasn't freezer burned and, a mess? These, they look just like they were 3 years from now. So being able to make jam, being able to make strawberry shortcake, being able to have a bite and a taste of spring and some good fresh fruit or whatever is amazing in the dead of winter. but also being able to take advantage of the feast or famine. I say that a lot, and a good example, like I said, is those beans are a good example. They're just, all of a sudden, they've reached their time and they're available. So grab them now. Or we'll say something that we're all very familiar with. Well, we'll name the lady Denise, okay? Denise grows tomatoes. She's got like 75 tomato plants. She doesn't eat that many tomatoes, but she loves to grow tomatoes. She likes seeing them on the vine. She loves nurturing them all the way until the day comes. And then she's got 90 ripe tomatoes and 400 not ripe. She pulls the 90. She brings you 5 or 6. You loved them. There was your mistake, because the next day she brings you a plastic grocery bag full. And then the next following Tuesday, she brings you another one. Now you've reached that point where, what am I supposed to do with this many tomatoes? I'm not going to eat that many tomatoes. This allows you to take advantage of those moments, okay? So hopefully you guys got a kick out of this. Thank you much for your time, and we will see you on the next one.